All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on for a quick second or two, because I need to make sure.
Guys, good morning.
Okay. All right. You can hear me. Oh, I think I just double posted this in on my page. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. I'm trying to get my life together this morning. I'm trying to get my life together this morning. All right. Okay. So my wonderful husband got me a whole new setup. He got me a new laptop, and he had everything set up. But y'all, sometimes, uh, you know, I sat down here this morning to do this live, and I was like, well, it's not connecting. It's not this, and he's like, it is. It is. So I'm making sure that I'm getting it pushed to where it needs to be pushed because the setup is a little different for me. But anywho, I am Sybil, aka Mom Jones. I am the lady behind this page here, Mom Jones, and I am the lady behind mamasandcoffee.com and the fabulous Facebook group Mamas and Coffee. You guys know that Mamas and Coffee is all about empowering women to know who they are, be who they are, and love who they are. Hence our Know You, Be You, Love You slogan that is on my wall and on pretty much everything I have, and it's something that I say all the time. But today, I'm going to talk to you about living and being fabulous. Live and be fabulous. And so, let me back up a little bit. Some of you may or may not know, I did have a stroke on April 17th, and I have been talking about that, about the day before, the day of. And I'm going to continue that journey with you. I'm going to talk to you about what happened the night, like the doctor saving my life. I'm going to come back and talk about that, but I'm going to skip that today, and we're going to come back to that part. But I want to go ahead and fast forward to this part of my recovery journey. Okay, I had a stroke, yes, on April 17th. You look at me, you're like, there's nothing wrong with you, and I thank God for that. And I have said from day one, and I will continue to say that I give all God the glory for keeping me. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the recovery, because talking about the stroke, and this is talking about the stroke as well. You guys seen me cry, y'all seen the snot, y'all seen all of that. You seen all of that. Some of it is tears of just the reality of me really facing what's going on, and some of it is tears of joy. A lot of it is me processing what has happened. Today you might see tears of joy, and you're going to see the smile and the laughter that many of you guys are used to seeing. And look, y'all see me. I got my life together, y'all. I got my life together. I put on some real clothes, did a little something to my hair. I got, you can still see my wisdom, that gray. I call that gray my wisdom up there. And I'm going to keep that wisdom. A couple things, I don't want nobody touching my head except my neurosurgeon. He is the only person who can touch my head. I don't want nobody touching my head. And if I go to a doctor's appointment, and some of you guys may or may not know, I ended up at the hospital again over the weekend. I was having some burning sensation. I didn't know what was going on. It was my nerves and tension in my back. I didn't know what was going on. I had some numbness. They did MRIs. They did all of that. All of that turned out everything was fine. So I'm having to work on some things, and this goes into the living part, because sometimes, I have a lot of people tell me, sit down, girl, sit down. I ain't sitting down. I said I ain't sitting down. I am walking. I am running. I am leaping for joy. Give God the praise of keeping me. Let me back up about when I was in the hospital, because this goes with the living part. And they went to do, they did like 2 MRIs, one of my head and my stent, and then one of the back of my spine, which I found out that I have some irregular shape going on back there that causes some issues as well, but that's all good. But they were touching my head, and I was like, no, you can't touch my head. Only my neurosurgeon can touch my head. Again, totally off track, but I had to go back and address the part of touching my head. So that wisdom is going to shine through. Ain't no hairstyles, ain't nobody touching my head right now. We're going to let that wisdom, but y'all, I have some wisdom. I am proud of my gray and of my wisdom to share, because I got some wisdom to share with you guys. But let me go back and address that sitting down. What was going on with me this weekend is because of me sitting, because of me laying in the hospital bed, and the way I, was laying around at home. Every doctor I've seen, all of my therapists, get up, walk. God even tells you, get up, leap, jump for joy, praise me. And so, y'all, I ain't out here running a marathon. I'm not. There's a lot of things that I'm slowly getting back into, that I'm learning. But I gotta get up. I gotta move. I know a lot of times when you think of a picture of a stroke patient, and it's different. It's different because, again, I don't look like what most people think of when you hear of someone having a stroke. And I had a severe stroke. The timing of them calling 911 and them getting me there, because the timing, I've learned that, and again, we're not going to get into that today. We're going to talk about that later. The timing is very important, okay, of getting someone the treatment that is needed. But the living piece, I have 2 choices every day. I can wallow, I can be down on myself, I can feel sorrow for myself, or I can live and be happy. There's things that I gotta work through. You guys see me waving my left hand all the time. It's because I still do have loss of sensation there, and I'm working that bad boy. I'm working it. I've been using my left hand more than my right. I've been putting more on my left leg than my right, because I need to build that strength up. And so, I do these things to keep myself going. So, when I went out walking Carlos today, y'all, in some sandals. Yes, I had my toes out today. There wasn't no toes out a few weeks ago. I was literally thinking I just need to lift my left leg to put it in front of my right to walk. And don't look to the left, because you're going to fall over, right? Don't look to the right. Don't look up. I am walking. I am living. I am sitting up, talking with my family, laughing. I am dancing. I'm still trying to find the beat, y'all. That hadn't came back yet. I'm still looking for the beat. But I am living. Let me tell you something today. Little something today. So I went out walking Carlos, y'all. We walking, and I see this man. I spoke to him. That's something that I wasn't really doing, because I wasn't really going anywhere. Spoke. Then we ended up having like a 30-minute conversation. And he looked at me. This man don't know me. And he said, enjoy life. Live. And I'm like, what? What? And we just started talking. And we're talking. We're just sharing a little bit. And we just started talking. And I was like, is God speaking to me today? Because I had said, I was like, what am I going to talk? I was like, I'm going to talk about living and being fabulous. And I was like, oh. Again, complete stranger. But we sat, we talked, we laughed. I came home, I told Marcus, and he's like, that's my baby. That's the baby. That's my baby. You doing what you do out there running your mouth. You continue doing that. And for me, talking to people, posting here, coming here, sharing my journey and my testimony is what keeps me going. It does. It does. So, if you got, and trust me, let me tell y'all this, trust me, my family not going to let me do too much. They're not going to let me do too much. I see a doctor pretty much 5 days a week. I'm going to an appointment. I'm seeing somebody. And they're not going to let me overexert myself either. And I'm not going to let myself overexert myself. But one thing that I know for certain, is I must share my testimony, and I need to share it now. Now. God wants me to share it with the world, share it with the world now. Not 2 years down the road. 2 years down the road, you want to look and be like, well, yeah, Sybil, you should be doing these things. I want you to see the goodness of God now. The goodness of God now. It has been a little bit over a month ago that it happened. Y'all, again, like I said, there's things that have changed. I'm relearning to adult. I'm learning to be an adult again. Okay, I'm learning that I have to put certain we're putting certain processes together to help me remember things, help me do certain things. But as my occupational therapist told me, so when y'all like, sit down, I ain't sitting down. I'm telling y'all, I ain't sitting down. I sure the heck did. I ain't sitting down. I can't sit down. I have too much to be thankful for to sit down. I'm taking it easy. I am. I'm taking it easy. But I'm gonna tell y'all something that my occupational therapist told me. You don't know what you can do until you get out there and try to do it. And I don't know where I need to help you until you do these things. I went to the grocery store. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was the stupidest thing ever. Why are you telling me go to the grocery store? Go to the grocery store. Go to the grocery store. Get grocery list. Get that. Let's see. But I'm thankful that she did. Because the problem wasn't me being at the grocery store. The problem was me processing all the information that was coming in at me at once. And what do I do next? The problem was the anxiety of being out. It wasn't about maneuvering the store. It was the anxiety of being out. Not afraid of anything happening, but being afraid of having to talk to people. That sounds so crazy. When I think about it, it sounds so crazy. But it has helped me tremendously. I'm going to tell y'all a little story. Marcus took me out to lunch. And this was a couple of weeks ago. He took me out to lunch. The waiter came to take our order. I didn't know what to do. And a friend of mine, mom, had sent me a text. Sent me a message. And her message helped me through placing that order. She wasn't talking to me about food, but her message, it helped bring me, it helped me bring some of that focus, some of that anxiety down to where I could order. Right? Those are things that you don't, you're like, what, really? But those are the areas that I struggle with. Again, with I've seen people who had strokes, and there's a lot of different things that are going on. A lot of different things, and those are things that are visible. A lot of the things that are going on with me are invisible. They're invisible, right? And so, so when you see me post, those are my way. That's my way of keeping myself going, of keeping myself fabulous. Which I guess y'all like a lot. Your girl is back. Your girl is back. I told my neurosurgeon's nurse practitioner yesterday that I need to get my heels. And I know that I was crazy, because the only thing I have ever said to that lady was, okay, what's your name? I said, okay. What's your date of birth? I said, okay. That's all I've ever said to her. Okay. Because I was afraid. Went in for pre-op, and they're asking me these questions, and I just said, okay. So we were talking yesterday, and I know she was like, oh. And I said, I'm feeling good. She talked me through what I was feeling with the burning and stuff. And I said, I just need to get back one. Yes, y'all. Yes. I said this. I said, I need to get back 100 because I need to get back in my heels. She's like, your heels? That's when I knew. Oh, Sybil. I'm not 100. I've been coasting a smooth 40. All right, I'm driving in the right-hand lane, the far right-hand lane of the highway. I know what lane I need to stay in. I ain't ready to get in the far left. If I'm on a 4-lane highway, I might be able to move over one. But I'm coasting. But no matter, and I say this about everything, and I also had to slap myself. Because I gotta practice what I preach. I'm like, you gotta pick yourself up. I always talk about that. I talk about mirror talk, and I was doing mirror talks every day. Besides doing my test, because I do that every morning, I would talk to myself. I would pep myself up. But I wasn't giving myself the full-on pep talk. I didn't have that real hardcore talk with myself. And I was like, Sybil, you got to get your life together. You got to live. I wasn't feeling down for myself, but I can't sit down. I was sitting down. And when I say sit down, I don't mean literally sitting down. But I mean, I was doing what so our sermon, the pastor preached Sunday about how a lot of times people like to keep you in this box, right? And it's like no matter what it is. But one thing that he mentioned that really hit me because it real life for me right now. When someone is ill, people want to keep you in that same spot. That's where they put you. And so I was like, I don't want people to try to put me here. Sybil is living. I have always been taught that was a lived thing. Y'all know I talk about my granny all the time. My granny passed away in August. I sleep with my bear. My bear is upstairs. I sleep with the little bear that my granny got me when I was a baby, 3 years old. And after I got punched in the throat when I was in the hospital, but while I was crying, because I said I was scared, and you need to pray, and what would Granny say to you? And I was like, she wouldn't talk to me like this. My kids actually sent this bear with my husband, and he came to visit me that day. And so that bear was in the hospital bed with me, and I sleep with the bear every night now. But so my granny, I just remember from being a little thing. When you give up, life is over. You don't give up. You don't give up. And so I had to ask myself the question. I wasn't giving up, but my actions, we talk about action speaks louder than words, right? But my actions were, I was giving up. So, y'all, when y'all see me come here live, when y'all see me posting, when y'all hear like, I'm going to the store, yo, I'm living. I gotta live. I gotta live. Cook that. I gotta live. Give glory to God who has kept me and is keeping me. I gotta live for myself. I gotta live for my husband. I gotta live for my children. And I busted up in their room this morning. They like, oh snap, she back, So no matter, let me go back to that. No matter what you are going through, pray about it, live, and be fabulous. Live and be fabulous. Enjoy life. Yes, you gotta listen to your doctors. If your doctors are telling you to take it, he's like, yes, it's all a balance. But my doctors are like, you need to exercise. I mean, what? They're like, you ain't out there lifting weights, but you need to exercise. And I'm gonna back up a little bit too and cover this again. My stroke was due to an artery, an irregular shaped artery. I don't know the exact name, so I'm gonna get into that in a whole nother video. But that's what it was. There was no other health complications. That's what it was. And so they're like, no, you're good. As a matter of fact, they have cleared me to move. So I'm moving. The family is moving. And I have one more appointment with my neurosurgeon. More of just, that follow up. But they're like, oh, you're good. Yes, I will continue. I will continue seeing a neurologist. I will continue all of those things once we move. But they're like, he told me, live. So that's what I'm out here doing, y'all. I ain't out here running a marathon. I'm not out here, going buck wild. Although I was singing yesterday, y'all. I was singing. I mean, I play my gospel and my secular music. I was singing "Shake What Your Mama Gave You." My kids were like, "No, mommy, no, that's not what we gonna do." But if y'all know me, y'all know that's me. That's the old Sybil. And old Sybil is back. I'm back. Y'all see how much peppier today. Cause I got my life together. I tell my mates all the time, hey, you ain't gotta be dressed like you going to a ball. But get yourself dressed and see how much better you feel. Do I get frustrated some days still? I do. I go to doctors. I have therapy appointments. I'm still working through my sensory with my left side, some speech, and I don't have a slur, and that's the thing too, because people is the process. It's the processing when it comes down to a general conversation. I'm pretty okay, but it comes down to when there's the focus piece and finding the words when it's certain like processing things is where I have the issue. And my husband tells me that I still have a weird pause. My aunt tells me that too because she's like, I think you forgot that you're talking to me. The adulting piece, I forget that I don't. I do have like remembering things. So one of my assignments was to start making my own appointments, and I did, and I realized quickly that my old way doesn't work for me anymore, and it was nowhere on my radar. I had the appointment booked, and they called me. I was a no-show. It was nowhere on my radar, and they were very patient. They were like, "It's fine," and I started stuttering. Because the anxiety thing, but they were like, "No, you're fine. You are coming back. You are starting to do this again, and it's a learning process." So, I'm having to learn to put certain new processes to do things. Yeah, that's a little different, and I'll start physical therapy, so that's going to be interesting as well, to kind of see where my strength is. But yeah, I'm living and being fabulous, y'all. I'm out here starting up random conversations with complete strangers again. I will tell you guys this. This is a little side note. So I had my first. So I wear a heart monitor as well. And my youngest saw it for the first time a couple of days ago. Lots of questions, and it scared her. But yeah, I wear a heart monitor, and so there's a lot of again, what you see the old Sybil, but there's a lot here that's going on. But I am here. I'm living. I'm ready to be fabulous. I'm ready to start doing my lives here again. I will probably in June. I'm not going to do it Thursday. It's Thursday. I don't think Thursday is June, but starting this week, I will finish. Actually, it'll probably be the week after. I will finish up about what actually took place at the hospital. The night that I went in, because I want to wait until after I have my next appointment with my neurosurgeon, just so I can make sure that I understand completely, because they all have talked to me, but everything has been a little hazy. Again, I say okay a lot. I have probably agreed to a lot of things that I otherwise would have been like, what? But Marcus has been my, as far as any of my medical care, he has been the one. So he goes to all my appointments with me, and he speaks on my behalf, because I said okay a lot. Not even knowing what I was saying, and it wasn't me just saying okay. It was just that fear, and when they would talk to me, everything was just more of a hazy, cloudy sense of what was going on. I didn't know. Everything was just like, oh, okay. Oh, like literally, what's your name? Not when they were asking me in the hospital. That was something interesting too, because I got to the point where I was like, is this a test? Like they would ask me my name, my birthday, which was fine, the year, month, um, who was in office, the president. Um, they would ask me a series of questions. This last time I was in the hospital, because this is some of my tests now, even when I go to speech, they give me words. And can I remember the words? And I'm like, whoa. That's where I started realizing that uh, the memory piece of things. So that piece of the process, like is like a little hazy, y'all. It's a little hazy. So, if you ever send me something and you're asking me something, and you just send me another message, because I'm walking through that process of learning how to readjust how I do certain things as far as memorize. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. It's been 31 minutes. Live and be fabulous, no matter what it is you are going through. And I'm going to say to y'all, no, I don't want to take a seat. I don't want to take a seat. I want to continue to leap for joy. I want to continue to do. If I'm sitting down, doing nothing, I ain't doing right by God. I'm not giving him his glory for bringing me through and keeping me. And I ain't doing nothing to help my recovery. Let me rephrase that. My recovery. Everyone's recovery is different. But for my recovery, for my mental health, and for my physical health, and for my recovery journey, I need to do. Nobody will give me the keys still. They still won't give me the keys. I ask every day. I ask my occupational therapist. She's like, no. Yeah, I did a reaction test. She's like, yeah, no. Wasn't bad. She's like, it wasn't bad, but yeah, no. She's not giving me the keys. I was like, but yeah, yeah. So y'all, I'm out here living. I'm out here being fabulous. I'm out here talking to strangers. I'm out here trying to get my heels. So since they won't give me the keys, I'm gonna see if they give me my heels. I'm gonna see if they give me my heels. Oh, real quick, this is funny. So I told y'all I landed in the ER again this past weekend. Everything was fine. I had some numbness and that burn. I was like, wow, right? Numbness is not a good thing with me. So I went to the ER. Everything turned out fine. I was negotiating to get out. I wanted to come home. They were like, no, we need to keep you. We need you to. Well, they did admit me. So I went to the ER, and that hospital transferred me. I didn't realize I talked the EMT's head off. I did. I was in the back of the ambulance just talking, y'all. I was just running my mouth just talking. Because in my mind, if I'm talking to you, I'm good. I learned a lot about hospitals, different levels of hospitals. So they transported me from that hospital to the next level hospital for care. For in case something went wrong, I would be at another hospital that could treat me. But anywho, so it was Saturday night, and they were like, "Oh, it's late. We can't discharge you. You don't have a ride home." I said, "I do. I can call my husband. I'll call my husband. He'll come get me." They're like, "Man," I was like, "If I'm good, like he'll come get me." So I called. And I said, just roll up, have the door open. I'm just going to dive out the wheelchair in, and we're just going to keep moving. The nurse wheels me out. My husband had the door open to the car. I know, she was like, this patient is crazy. Is she really going to try to dive out of this wheelchair into the car? But y'all know my husband. He's not, he's the calm one. He walks over and he helps me get out the wheelchair. And I'm all like, I have to walk. Because I was determined. Because they, in order for them to discharge me as well, I had to go through all the neuro tests. And then they had a speech therapist come check me. Because they check for swallow, if I can swallow, and a occupational therapist and the physical therapist. And I was telling the physical therapist, let's race. I was a little off while I was in the hospital, so I wasn't like this now. I was feeling a little weird. That was the other reason that I went. So I was a little off balance. She's like, so I know they were like, this patient is off her rockers, but yeah, but I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna dive right in. So when he pulled up and he had the door, I was like, they were like, I was determined to I was doing some heavy negotiating, y'all. I was just like, I gotta go. I know, I'm good, and I kept telling them I was burning. I was like, I'm burning. They were asking me if I was in pain, and I said, no, I'm not in pain, I'm burning. Well, it was nerve pain. I know, I was like, I was burning. I know, they were like, good way. But I know, y'all like, she over here laughing about that. I'm laughing about this because I'm living. I am living. I am enjoying life. And as the gentleman this morning, complete stranger, and he said, you have a wonderful day and you live. Enjoy life today. Enjoy life. And we were just general conversation. And I was like, yes, because that's something, as I told you, that's something I always preach over in Mamas and Coffee. And to have a complete stranger, just talking to me about, we're just talking back and forth about the goodness of life. He was sharing with me his testimony. I'm sharing with him. And we're just talking back and forth about the goodness of God in life. So, again, as I close, because I'm rambling, no matter what you are going through today, pray about it. God, and live life and be fabulous. Get your butt up. Don't take a seat. Stop sitting down. Stop wallowing in whatever it is that's going on with you. You can make that change. You can make that difference. And again, sometimes it's as simple as getting up. Get your butt up. Again, get your butt up. Get your butt up. Cause your girl right here, I would get up in the morning, keep on my PJs and curl up on the couch. Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do when something like this happened to you. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't let man hold you in that spot. Don't let man hold you in that spot. Again, if that's where you are, that is what your medical team is telling you to do, that's where you are, and that is fine. But you still live. And this last month I was in the hospital. The other times I've been in ICU. I was in a regular room, and so I had a roommate, and an older lady, and lot has been put into perspective for me, but this last hospital, all has a perspective. So live, and be fabulous. So y'all, I ain't sitting down. I ain't sitting down. Oh, well, I am about to go top off my coffee, and I'm going to go sit down on the couch for like 15 minutes and watch the news. I actually supposed to be having a walking date with my husband. I think he getting a little jealous, y'all. I think he getting a little jealous because Carlos has moved into our bedroom. Not in our bed. I don't do that. But Carlos has moved into our bedroom, and I get up in the morning and have a date with Carlos first thing in the morning. We walk. We go walking. So I think my husband's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. But we won't go for our walk after I have top off and have a little bit of coffee, a little more coffee, and watch the news. And then I think I'm gonna see if we can go out to lunch, which is gonna be again a test. It's gonna be a test. It's gonna be a test. And on that processing of what you're supposed to do next after the waiter come, what you do next. Y'all, the struggle be real sometimes on some things, and other things come down. Again, I'm laughing. So, just remember that as I ramble on, I'm sharing my journey. Someone else's journey is going to be completely different. But I pray that as I share my testimony and my journey with you, that you are educated on, or that you are educated. I don't mean like you need to get educated on this, but you bringing awareness. I want to bring awareness. Well, one, I want to share the goodness of God. Two, I want to bring awareness. And three, I hope, I won't say I hope, I pray that whatever it is I share, whatever it is, and in my way of sharing, my way, I ain't nobody but me, my way of sharing helps someone, it blesses someone, it puts a smile on your face, that it just helps you in life, and it inspires and empowers you. Because as you guys know, my slogan here is know you, be you, and love you. And I'm going to tell y'all something real quick. Those 6 words, even, though I won't say even, but especially now to this day, those 6 words are very important to me. Because I have to know who I am as I go through this. I have to be who I am. I go through that, and I would apologize for being, and I've apologized for crying. I've talked to a couple friends. I have a few friends. I talked to them yesterday. Talked one yesterday. I talked to one. I have this one friend, y'all. She be getting me. I love you, but I'm gonna call her out by her name. I love you, Becca. Becca be getting me, y'all. I love all my friends. Julie, I'm gonna shout you out, Julie. Julie, check on me every day. Nishita, check on me. They send me voice messages every day. Every day. They be on me. All my family and friends here on Facebook, thank you for all your messages, your cards, the flowers, especially the prayers. I have some amazing people in my life, and I thank every last one of you. My sister-in-law who came here, she was here the day I came home after having my stroke. I think everyone, my best friend came here and stayed and dealt with my kids. My kids are older, but it's still a lot for them, and I'm going to share that bit too. My mother-in-law, my mom, my aunt, everyone. But yesterday, yesterday I was talking to Nikki. I'm going to call her out by her name too. She be checking on me. And she told me, She was one who told me yesterday too about you do it your way. You do it your way. And that reminded me back, took me back to the be you. And she's like, you have to deal with this your way, the way that you deal with things. And I can't forget about my husband or my kids, because my husband, he's here with me every day, helping me, and my kids, they're 12, 14, and 16, but a lot has changed for them, as I told you guys before, take care of me. Now they like, oh, she back. She busting up in people's room. I be all up in their conversation when they on the phone. And I think for their friends enjoy it. I don't know if their friends enjoy it, I won't say that, but, they're like, oh, there's Miss Sybil, so there's that piece going on. So anywho, I'm like, total squirrel. But I want to just take that time to thank everyone for everything that you have done, that you are doing, for me and for my family, because this is, you don't know what you will do or how you will handle it until you go through. Oh, also, I'm gonna close out with this, because I'm like squirrel moment. Some of you guys may know this, I don't know, but 2021's theme for Mamas and Coffee was fear. There is fear. Fear, as in face everything and rise. And I was like, every month I'm going to talk about a different topic within facing whatever it is in your life and rising above. I never imagined something like this. I never imagined having to face something like this. And as a matter of fact, it kind of goes with the living and be fabulous. I was like, I gotta face this. I gotta face it. And I have to rise above. And one of the ways that I'm facing it is talking about it. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. Even though I have a platform and I talk about a lot of things, I'm kind of a private person. I pick and choose. People think, because you have a platform that you share your whole life. No, I don't share my whole life. There's parts of my life that y'all just don't need to know, because it ain't none of your business. I'm just gonna be real. Sorry, y'all like, dang, Sybil, but shots fired. Top out. I was yesterday. I was shooting. I was shots fired. I was like, I will be real about whatever. I'm always real about it anyway. But this talking about it is me facing it. And I have to face it. And I'm facing it publicly with y'all. I am facing it publicly with y'all. Again, a couple of reasons. I want to give God His glory. I want to hopefully help someone. Most importantly, I'm helping myself. Because my way of dealing with it is sharing it. I can ball it all up and say, because I ball a lot. I hold a lot of things. My husband tells me all the time, you hold a lot of things in and you deal with it internally. And sometimes that means that I'm a total butthole to live with, right? Sometimes I just be snapping off. They be like, y'all, you popping off. But this wasn't this was not one of those things that I could ball up and deal with myself. I couldn't. And so I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm sharing this journey with you guys. I've shared, y'all like, y'all saw the snot. Today you are seeing me being fabulous in the sense of living. And just being me. This is me. This is me. Again, are there things that I struggle with? There are. There are. There are. But you know what? God's got me. God's keeping me. And I got this. I'm going to keep on knowing who I am. I'm going to keep on being who I am. And I'm going to keep on loving who I am. And soon y'all going to see me styling and profiling in my heels. Y'all going to, you know, I'm just saying, I'm going to claim it. I'm going to claim it. I don't trust myself in heels yet. I did good in my sandals. I did good. I'm not going to lie, a little nervous. I was like, I don't know. But I did good in my sandals. I'm not putting on them heels yet. I don't think I'm that steady yet because I do have some lack of sensation and weakness still on left side. And you know, you got to be able to strut it. But then I also got to get this, what's going on here, to calm its butt down so it's not firing my nerve. Because I found out that's why I was ended up at the ER in a minute, because they were trying to figure out what that was. But it was just tension here, whatever. It was firing off on my nerves and had them bad boys just going haywire. And my biggest concern was here because I have a stent here. So I was like, whoa. And then my entire arm was like, I was like, it's here. It's it. But I ain't feeling it about what is going on. But my entire right side was just going haywire. But I'm good, y'all. The brain is, the head is good. The head is good. The brain is good. The brain is good. Little things, a little slow, a little you know. But it's good. It's good. I'm making amazing progress. One other thing I'm gonna say, this is like a squirrel moment, is as you go out there today in the world, and if you're dealing with people, be patient. Be patient, because you don't know. If you was to see me out at the store, you see nothing. You're like, But then you may be talking to me, or you're asking me multi-step things, and I don't know. I don't know. Be patient, because you don't know what is going on with that person. Okay, just again, you see me. If you was to see me out, you'd be like, Sybil chill, and Sybil got it. But then trying to check out at the cash register, you like, oh, what is it? There's more that you don't see that is going on. So be patient with people, because you don't know. Hey, you don't have my bear rolled up in that, do you?
Possibly.
No, do not throw him in the... See, my husband was washing the sheets, and I think he has Mr. Bear balled up in those sheets. I gotta go down here and make sure he ain't about to throw. Mr. Bear is 43 years old. Mr. Bear does not need to be in the wash machine. Mr. Bear has been kept clean all these years. Do not put him in the wash machine, because they don't know what the washer will do to Mr. Bear. But I gotta go down here and check this out. Okay, anywho, live and be fabulous, because guess what your girl gonna be doing today? After she top off this coffee, after she stop talking, she's gonna keep talking. After I top off this coffee and sit on the couch and watch me a little TV, I'm gonna be living and being fabulous. So you need to be living and be fabulous too. Make sure you come back here, tune in. I'm not gonna talk to y'all this long again. I'm just, y'all, I'm feeling good today. So I'm just over here. But come back, tune in every Tuesday and Thursday. If you missed the live, you can always watch the replay on my page at Mom Jones. So make sure that you like and follow this page. I will also be having all of these videos going. I do have a YouTube channel. They will be going on my YouTube channel and on my podcast, and they will also be on my website. But yeah, I'm here to share my journey, and I'm also here to just talk to you about this lovely message that I have going on. No, you do, you love me. I trademarked that, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember. I trademarked that when we were in Hawaii. I was so excited. I have the paperwork here. Y'all like what? I was like so excited about that. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Y'all know that song? I'm back. It feels good. It feels good. Anywho, you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Live and be fabulous. And I will chat with you later. Bye.